intended for mature audiences and contains adult content, graphic language, graphic violence, nudity, and strong sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Like, we'll leave it up to you, but you gotta know about this stuff before getting into this whole thing, you know? I mean, straight up, one guy gets his face bitten off by a raccoon, and we show it. Oh man, do we show it. Real big close-up. And we spoke to a scientist to make sure it was, you know, physically correct and whatever. We said, hey, scientist guy, like, how much damage could a raccoon realistically do? And he told us a lot.
Nick, give him your wallet.
What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Hey y'all, he's Big Duke 6.
And he's cool.
And he's Kegs. Who do we got going on tonight?
Tonight we have a long-awaited, very, very special guest tonight from the land down under, Mr. Junior.
Junior.
Drop back.
How you guys going, alright?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
I can't say I could complain very much. So, Mr. Junes, as I always refer to him, why don't you give us a brief introduction, if you will, sir, as to like where you at, who you flying with, how long you been around, all that fun shit.
Okay. Well, my name's Junior. I've been on Sky Warriors for over 12 months. I was one of the original gangsters, as they call it, in the English chat, one of the OGs. I first started flying with IDB, which is the International Drop Bears, and with Loki, the crazy bastard.
Aussie.
There, we made up to the top 5, and we stayed there for quite some time until it all collapsed. And then we went to, then myself and a few of the other guys I fly with went to IA1. IA1.
Boo.
And anyway, and then that kind of fucking drained us a bit. We flew in the Pro versus IA1 war, and we won. And then from there, we formed One, which is where I'm flying now. I'm one of the co-founders at One. 5 of us have decided to make our own thing and just fucking chill. So,
Well,
that's where I am today.
does your toilets really flow backwards, mate?
Yeah, it does. They do. They flow. I think you guys flow clockwise or anti-clockwise. I can't remember, but ours goes a different way.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Gravitational pull the earth. But yeah.
So you guys might be flowing the right way, and we're flowing the wrong way. That kind of thing.
Well, yeah, probably. I don't.
Well, yeah. See, I've got down. I've got the down, but that's only because of the chick from London. So, what I'm really interested in is hearing the accents from Alabama versus Australia. And go, Big Duke.
Hey, what's up, Junior?
Hey, Doogie, how you going, buddy?
Oh, I'm making it, man.
Yeah.
So you was with IDB. That was a while back. Which I knew you were with IDB, but yeah, that was what, 12 months ago, or a little. That was over a year ago, wasn't it?
Over 12 months ago. Yeah.
I can remember them guys being up in the top 5.
And just for the record, for the new people, my bad. Just for the record, for new people, when he was IA, that was when IA was like the good guy, and Bro was the one being knocked off the top. That was a good ways back.
Oh, long. Dude, you're making me feel ancient right now when you say that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember all this shit. I'm like, wait a minute. I remember that happening.
Yeah, and so when I started the game, you had Bro at number 1, IND, so India at number 2, and then think FTW is still around. Yeah,
Let's see.
They're playing for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, we have about 8% women that follow us on YouTube, at least. Could I have some comments about how sexy his accent is? Because I really like Junior's accent. I don't know if that makes me gay, but maybe a little, yeah.
That's all right. We can hold hands and skip down the street. It's all good.
No, that'd be fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Didgeridoos.
so I do need to point out, though, real quick, though, that Junes' accent is actually kind of tame for Australia.
Yeah,
There's
the city accent. So I can go full Steve Irwin if you really want me to, but it's yeah.
Go full Yabo and just fucking tell them all that they're bloody cunts. All of them.
Yeah, well, mate, I'll tell you what, you fucking dog, you fucking I'll tell you,
I'm gonna stick my finger in its ass and it's gonna get really pissed off.
Yeah, finger up the asshole, fucking there you go.
Oh, this is already better than I thought.
That's more of a country accent. Yeah, in the bush.
No, you want to know who had the country accent down flat, and that's just because he was the country accent guy. And I've mentioned it a couple times, I think. Prawn, exactly. Yes, sir. Prawn sauce for the win. The first time I heard that guy talk, I'm like, motherfucker, you gotta fucking slow the fuck down and enunciate that shit, because I got nothing out of that last sentence. Of course, he was bomb. He was bombed the first time I talked to him. It was fucking great. I love that guy. He was hilarious.
Yeah, well, Prawn's from far north Queensland, so he's got the real big accent, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing, eh? Fucking what's going on, eh? This ain't,
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah, I remember y'all calling me one morning. Y'all woke me up.
Well, if he's from Queensland, are you from Perth then?
No, I'm down south. I'm down near the arsehole of the fucking. I'm from the place where Jerry Seinfeld called the arsehole of the world.
I don't know where that is.
Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne. All right. You got the fucking, you got all the cool shit though there in Melbourne.
Yeah. You know, if I wouldn't have thought Prawn would have flown all the way over to the States just to smack the white off of me, I'd have asked him to say that quintessential Crocodile Dundee line about, that ain't a knife.
We gotta.
You played the Northy Spoony thing before.
really, what it is, we got to start a war with the Brits because the Brits abandoned the Aussies there, and yeah.
Yeah, they left them down yonder there just to fight a war with emus.
Exactly. And
well, Kegs and I have had a discussion about this previously, and the Brits are a bit fucking stupid because they sent us to a beautiful place as a punishment.
Exactly.
That's a bit of fucking Irish thinking there. I'm not a.
Oh shit! Ow, that hurts. That hurts.
And I've just offended half of fucking Europe. I don't know.
No, it's okay. I'm Irish. It's okay. I'm Irish. I agree.
It'd be like me saying it's okay. I'm Canadian.
Yeah, it's
What?
okay. He's Canadian.
And you know our conspiracy thing we do? Australia has the coolest monsters, like a vampire frog that will swallow you and spit you back out.
That bullshit.
And if it does it so many times, you become one.
I'm pretty sure that's called Sheila.
No, Sheila is a female.
Yeah, exactly. It's
In
Sheila.
Australia.
Yeah.
But,
Sorry, Sheila.
Well, and see, like, go ahead, Dookie. Sorry.
I was talking about like Yahoo or something like that. I can't remember how to pronounce it. It's a weird name.
Yeah.
It's an Australian folklore thing you got in the bush or something.
What a yowie.
Something like a Yahoo or
A yowie or a bunyip.
that may be it.
Yeah, okay.
He goes, yeah, okay.
I don't know which one he's talking about. Which he's talking about, the Yowie or the bone whip or fucking all different shit.
Like a Yahoo. Look it up, Kegs. Cool.
Yeah. I probably won't find
Oh,
him.
Yowie is a chocolate fucking thing. Like a Kinder Surprise egg, but it's got a fucking, it's a Yowie. It's a fucking chocolate thing you eat.
Huh.
He's got me fucking twisted. I'm laughing my ass off.
Well, and that's like I said, they got like the greatest. I guess you call it an American spirit animal, really, even though it's native to Australia. Is the fucking koala bear? Those fuckers.
Sierra Yahoo. Aboriginal.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck that is then. I'm white.
I'm white, he says. I'm white.
There's a big ass frog that sits in a tree, and if you're laying under the tree, it'll swallow you and spit you back out. When you wake up, you feel like you got sunburn. And if he keeps doing it, you turn into one. Just like a vampiric frog. Yeah, kind of scary.
Never come across that. Fucking, if I did, I'd fucking hit it with a golf club.
Well, that's, like I said, you guys got the koalas there that are like the fucking international fucking spirit animal of America, because we're all fat fuckers, but they do it all day with eucalyptus
And they get
leaves.
stoned, yeah.
Yeah, they just get stoned and they take naps. It's like, fuck, that's Portland in a fucking goddamn nutshell.
Yeah.
I thought Portland has all the zombies, the walking zombies.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Portland said fuck the laws and just do whatever you want, and if you OD, you OD. We don't really care anymore. So
So watch it on YouTube. There's fucking streets of fucking some street thing where a guy drives down the street of fucking Portland, another one different place in America, and fucking you see them all on zoned out on that fucking fentanyl shit,
Oh, fuck that.
and they're all fucked. And it's like, oh yeah, fucking.
What's your car show over there on YouTube, by the way? Those two guys, they're awesome. I cannot.
Which
I can't
car
remember
show?
their name. It's like the Top Gear of Australia, basically.
Well, I don't know. I don't watch it.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm trying to think of
If
their
I'm
names.
If I'm not playing Sky Warriors, I'm watching fucking YouTube. I'm drinking, or I'm rooting, or I'm working.
Well, I'd love to root. I'd love to root with you. Not with you, but like.
well, no, that could be considered a point of contention, but you know.
So he's a bit of a root rat. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a second account called Wild Wombat.
Oh, the Wombats. Yep.
Yeah.
They're rooters.
Wombat eat, root, and leave. So
I love the Aussies, dude. They're so awesome.
I'm doing MC.
Well, here's what I'm trying to figure out, though. All the koalas in Australia have chlamydia, correct?
yeah.
How was that discovered?
Yeah, one doctor's visit, you see.
Well, I don't know, but maybe maybe a tourist come down one day.
Yeah, I was a tourist. That's what it was. I snorted. It was so funny.
Sitting there going, you know, like, why is that thing there dripping there? I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Maybe they got a bit frisky, couldn't find a woman, so they had to, you know.
Oh, I've seen your ladies over there in Australia, and they're not bad.
You'd think they'd go for a kangaroo or something instead of a fucking koala.
Well, koala's a furry, mate. So,
A kangaroo will fuck you up.
Well, and a koala
Yeah,
can't
but-
run away as fast too. They're stoned. I'm just saying, us foreigners.
Not to mention a kangaroo will fucking scratch your face off and kick you in the arm.
That-
Unless you're into like that BDSM shit, then you're right.
That's true.
Don't you remember? Yeah, don't you remember my Dark Air Force energy there, Kegs?
Oh yeah.
Kangaroos, one of the top one.
Yep. Those roos are vicious.
Dude, my favorite video I've ever seen on the internet was that one guy's dog, the kangaroo had it at like a chokehold, and the guy runs up to it and lets go, and like it's like sitting there like what you gonna do, man? The guy punches it in the face, and his dog runs away, and it just like stands there. And it's like, wait, what the fuck just happened? The guy just walks away back to his truck.
Yep. Yep.
The look on that kangaroo's face when he punches it in the fucking lips is just fucking. I laugh so fucking hard every time I see that one.
Yeah, there are some places which you let you box kangaroos, but they fuck you up. They put my boxing gloves on the kangaroo and they fucking throw you in the ring with it.
Yeah, fuck that.
Wait, are you telling me Are you telling me I can come to Australia, get shit faced, jump in the ring with Kangaroo Jack?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna go do that.
I was gonna say Dookie's already got a bear in his bucket list, so let's do it.
I'm game. I've been in the ring with a bear. I gotta try kangaroo.
Yeah, I was about to say, sign me up, I'll do it.
Yeah, well, one of the guys wants to come over and fucking do it. So I'm like, oh yeah, we'll organise that.
Well, I'll stay here and talk about it, Junior. So maybe me and you can do that. let them fucking fight him.
Yeah, I'll just sit back and watch and laugh.
Yeah, they're fucking roided up fucking specimens, aren't they?
Oh, there's two different breeds. You got the grey kangaroo, which is like a fucking pussy version, and then you got the red kangaroo. The red kangaroo is like the fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger of kangaroos. So
Yeah, fuck the red ones. Fuck them.
the red ones are about 6'2", 6'3", and then they're like on steroids.
Fuck it. Send the emus in. Send the emus to get the kangaroos, the red ones.
Nah, the emus chase you, mate. Fucking, I went to a fucking zoo the other day, fucking, well, a couple of years now back, and fucking, I was standing there, and there's this fucking llama there. What the fuck's a llama doing in an Australian zoo? There's no fucking llamas around here.
There's no fucking idea.
You know, so they tried to spit at me. I'm like, yeah, fuck off, you cunt. So I walked off, and then fucking, there's this fucking emu that looks at me. I'm like, what do you fucking want, cunt? And then it fucking tried to chase me. I'm like, nah, fuck that. So I stepped it and ran fucking so fast.
Well, don't you guys have a bird that'll whip an emu's ass? What is that, the cassowary?
Yeah, cassowary.
Yeah,
That
cassowary
thing's
is like a fucking emu helmet.
It's like a what?
It's an emu with a helmet.
It's the rugby player of emus, is that what you're saying?
No, American footballer.
Nah, it's more like the World War II soldier with the fucking helmet on.
Yeah, American footballer. They need helmets. Rugby players don't. Yeah, rugby players. They're real men.
And we don't use pads either.
I want to.
Oh my god!
I want to
You guys got way too much shit that'll fucking just chase your ass and kill you.
Yeah. Everything there wants to kill you.
Nah, that's just paranoia.
Especially the Sheilas.
I've lived almost 40 years down here, fucking. I'm not dead, so fuck, I must be doing something wrong.
Well, you know.
No,
I'm not going to call you gay.
Hey, I had somebody over here last night that freaked out, run out of the house, and I showed him a video of a redback spider catching a snake in a web and killing it.
Oh, shit.
Catching a snake, yeah, a redback spider catching a snake in its web and killing it in Australia.
Yeah, they call that a pet there.
We get redbacks in the backyard, we see them, we just
Yeah.
want them like they're fucking nothing.
Yeah, see? They call that a pet there.
No, we don't let a pet, we fucking kill them. We kill them. So we just, well, I thought I won the other day without shoes on, you know? So,
Yeah, much more manly than I am.
I tried that with a stallion one time.
it's not about being manly, it's about fucking doing what you got to do to make sure they get in your fucking ass.
Yeah, manly. Yeah, manly. I would pretty much give the spider my house and then thank him and then watch him fuck my wife. That's what we do in San Francisco.
While the entire house burns.
Exactly.
Well, people here tell me I'm home.
No, Dookie, you got walked on there, buddy. What'd you say you did the other day?
People here say I talk to spiders. I do what I want.
I do what I
go
want.
with it. I just go with it. Keeps people in line. They think I talk to spiders.
Spider whisperer.
And you think the Aussies are weird?
So, my old man back in the day, we were working on our house, and there used to be wolf spiders out there all the time. They're like big fucking wolf spiders. And he'd sit there with like a screwdriver or something. He'd poke at it, and it'd get up on its back legs with its front four up in the air, and it would like box with them. And he'd sit there and fuck with it for a while, and then he'd get bored and grab like a pair of like pliers or channel locks or something, and he'd go squish. Just like, okay, I'm bored now. So whatever. I'm like, yep, no, fuck that. No, I'll pass.
Now,
I ain't gonna sit there and poke a screwdriver at a goddamn 8-legged dinner plate.
now my stepdad, he fucking, when I was a kid, he used to fucking get sticky tape the bloody bastard to the table, and then from there he'd get the fucking the lighter out and start burning the hairs off and shit. Just fucking tormenting the cunt. And then he'd take the sticky tape off real quick and rip its legs off and sit there and fucking. I know all the hippies are like, oh no, you're cruelty to animals. Well, fuck it, he's inside the house, fuck him.
He's no longer an animal. He's a person, cunt. Here's a question.
I think the American castle rule applies when it comes to spiders in the house.
Exactly. So, here's my question. Have you ever seen a UFO down there in Australia?
Well, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, mate. If it's in the sky, it flies. That's it. I don't give a fuck.
So you never seen anything weird? What about the chupacabra?
What the fuck is a chupacabra?
It's like
That's in Mexico.
yeah, that's true.
In Mexico, mate.
Yeah,
I thought that was. I thought there's two versions of that. You got the Texas-Mexico version, and then you got the Puerto Rican one.
Yeah, Puerto Rican one.
I'm pretty sure the Puerto Rican one can swim.
Well, the closest thing to a chupacabra I've seen is a Mexican in a pub, and that's not cool.
Whole lot of
the
Coronas.
Puerto Rican one can fly, supposedly.
Oh,
so.
fly. Yeah, not swim. Fly. Yeah. Yeah, I remember something about that. Either way, you ever seen a Mexican in a pub then?
Yeah, we got a lot of tourists coming around. Down.
How's that work out?
Yeah, it's funny. Well, you see them come in, and you can tell, especially a lot of Americans, you can tell that it's their first time in Australia when they go to the pub and order a Foster's.
Oh, that's disgusting. Even here in America. I apologize for the tourists. And,
yeah, and it's like,
yeah, they should be
country,
castrated.
mate. He's like, yeah, I want to try Australian piss. It's like, yeah, well, mate, that tastes like piss, so yeah, enjoy.
No Fosters and no shrimp. It's prawns, right? It's prawns on the Barbie.
Yeah, so a prawn is, a prawn's a big shrimp, and then you got little shrimps. Like you guys call prawns shrimps, and we call shrimps like baby prawns are shrimps to us.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
We'll put shrimps on a pizza, but we won't put fucking shrimp on a Barbie.
Yeah, it'd fall through the grate, right? That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means since I understand you, I'll come over there and you'll give me a top shelf Sheila, right? I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm from Kansas.
And apparently Dorothy has left the chat.
Yep. Who's Dorothy?
I don't know.
That was a Wizard of Oz reference.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, meta reference. You see, it's for the people that can't say yeah. Yeah. I'm being an idiot. So when it comes to Australia, where's the one place that you don't want to find yourself as a tourist?
There's a lot of places that you can go, and then there's some like real outback places where you might want to reconsider.
Well, tell all us visitors where we should consider before reconsidering.
So a lot of the main cities are cool. You know what I mean? There's a lot of civilization in that, but when you don't want to be stuck out in the middle of the Nullarbor Plain.
which is like a big desert in between South Australia and Western Australia. You don't want to be stuck in the desert out there. Ayers Rock is a good place to go see, but that's out in the middle of nowhere, so, be prepared for that. Northern Territory, which is the uppermost fucking thing, it's a beautiful place, but some of the locals can get a bit rowdy, so you might want to steer clear from there. It's an interesting fact, it's the only place in the world that still has a black and white pub.
No.
So one side, only the white guys can go in, and then the other side, only the black guys can go in. So,
Well, see, that's odd.
It's interesting, but it's done for a reason, because the indigenous folk, when they hit the piss, they tend to fucking go a bit funny. No offence to any indigenous people listening to the podcast, it's just stereotypically what the pub was designed for. So.
Right. Well, and, it's kind of like Amish listeners. We don't have a lot. What else? I don't know. Kind of like a Booter's terrorist, who knows? But, yeah. But, at least you were trying to be kind. I've heard a lot of stories about the Aboriginals attacking villages and shit like that. So, yeah. That's a lot of things that I don't think that's one thing I don't think the world knows about necessarily.
Well, there's good and bad in every race and denomination and that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
You get goods and bads in everything. So it's not just one demographic, but there's a higher rate of unemployment and higher rate of antisocial behaviour and that kind of stuff, because I used to work in the Justice Department, and we used to see a lot of that and recidivism and that kind of stuff with that particular demographic. So, yeah.
Well, and that makes a big...
Well, it kind of sounds like the Catholic Church in the religion.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I was going to say, and your accent makes sense, too, if you were involved with the government, so... yeah. You have
just like our Native Americans.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, similar to that.
It really is. Yeah. So I'm looking for those two YouTubers. They're super fucking popular in Australia, but they have a car show, and their name is... You'll know who they are right off the bat, if I can just remember. It's been a minute.
Probably not.
The one I keep seeing popping up is Steve Irwin's kids.
Oh, that's
yeah.
His kids are really
the
good, man.
voice sounds like his dad.
Yep.
It freaked me out the first time I seen him, because I wasn't watching, I was hearing it. I looked, and I'm like, wow, he's going up.
I sent my family to Steve Irwin's zoo the other day, and they went there and saw all that. Saw the Irwins and that, and the old girl, she come back with a pop vinyl of Steve Irwin. So,
well,
and I said to the missus, I said, we should. I said, how much that cost you? She goes, $10. I said, oh yeah. I said, I should buy them all for $10 and then sell them to you guys for fucking 20. Plus shipping.
He's right.
Make a man.
He's right. Let's see. So, Moog.
I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, dude, I watched the shit out of fucking The Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah, well, he was up the road from me one time when he came to the United States.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, when he was over in England, he was just right up the road. He's over there catching water moccasins and stuff. Rattlesnakes.
Yeah,
it sounds like that track.
You don't want to piss it off.
You get really pissed off. Let's see.
I'll see if I can grab the rattle.
It's Mighty Car Mods, of all things. Fuck. Couldn't remember. So yeah, Moog and what's his face? Marty. They're nah. Yeah, nah. I know what that means. That means no.
So real quick, go through the levels of cunt in Australia.
Oh, I'd love that.
Okay.
So you have.
Start with me. I'm a base level, hopefully.
No, so you got the standard cunt, which is everybody,
Okay.
because everyone's got the potential to be a cunt. Then you go up, you got a good cunt, and you got a top cunt, and then going back down, you got shit cunt, dog cunt, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Well, there's other things you can put in there. You can put bloody cunt, you can put fucking selfish cunt, you can put, if you put something bad in front of it, then it's bad. If you put something good in front of it, it's good.
Well, and y'all are known for your nicknames in Australia too, like Brecky, for example, or Macca's, Macadaka.
Shortening all the shit.
Yeah. I'm fairly cultured as far as internet research goes. But in all seriousness, like, so you think the Brits got the word cunt wrong?
Well, the British definition of cunt is a friend.
Mm.
So in the Oxford Dictionary, if you have a look at cunt, the original use of the word cunt was a good friend, a loyal friend.
Well, that makes sense, except I'm, batting not very well with cunt. So, it's fine. She's redheaded. What else can I think? Duke, you have any more monsters?
No, my mind went blank. There's a bunch of them down there. But there's one thing. This goes back to the game and all, but, Junior was one of those in squad chat, or not squad chat, but in like English chat, that was always helpful. He didn't get into it much with people, and there were those that would push him, and he'd still he'd play them off, but he was always helpful. Somebody popped up on there with a question, Junior was on there, he would try and answer it. And that's kind of what I've tried to do the whole time I've been on there by watching him do it, because it's just a respectful thing to do. And I just didn't know if y'all knew that.
Dookie, I wasn't always like that. I still hold the record to getting banned 8 times in 2 weeks.
Well, I was going to say, I said about 5 offensive things in a row, and he was pretty patient with me, so, yeah, but only the Aussies would know that.
But no, when I first started playing the game, I was getting banned a lot. It wasn't until my squad commander turned around and said to me, "Hey, knees up, pull your fucking head in, and just do it my way, and fucking we'll see how you go." I'm like, "All right, no worries." So I toned it down a bit, and then I started just not really talking much, and then I started easing back into the English chat because, and I argued with the devs and the moderators about a few things, because like if someone's having a crack at you, you can't say something back. I thought that was a bit unfair, So, but I've worked an understanding with the devs and the moderators and that, and I've toned it down heaps. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I turned around and said to a Hindu guy, "Go with a cheeseburger." You know what I mean? So, that got me banned.
I remember you getting banned, son. I do remember that. That was when I was with the squad. I don't even remember the squad I was with.
Yeah, but it took one email and one Discord message to get me unbanned. But because back in the day, the fair use policy and the consumer law in relation to a full usage of the game, if you paid for diamonds, you expected to have full usage of the game. You know what I mean? So, and that's what got me off. But then they've changed their terms and conditions now to say that even though you may pay for the game, you are expected to abide by the code of conduct and that. So, I've had a few team members and Sky Warrior people come to me and ask about how to get unbanned. And I've played a few tricks here and there within the policies, but they've airtightened it now so that if you're banned, you're now banned. You know what I mean? I even got Cupid unbanned from Discord for the Sky Warriors Discord for a couple of months before he got himself banned again. So
Yeah. You tried.
I tried. I try and help everybody, you know. I try and do the right thing, and you know, some people just shoot themselves in the foot. So,
Well, no.
I've seen Cupid get unbanned from a squad server just to get banned 2 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Some people just love the drama.
Yeah, nah. I'm still trying to train myself, you see. I'm trying.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying. It's terrible right now, but give me a month. But,
Yeah, you sound like one of them boys floating down the river or down here. One of them tourists. That's when we start playing banjos and stuff and they get scared.
Oh, because everyone's seen the movie Deliverance, mate. That's why.
yeah. I don't think the Australians would be all that scared, though.
No, I don't know about you. You sound like one of them birdies floating down the river.
I would be scared. I'm already scared. What are you talking about? You fill up a doorway, my man. Yeah, so I guess when it comes to you in general, thank you for coming on, by the way, because it's what, like 3 o'clock your time? 4 o'clock?
It's not 3 o'clock my time. It's almost midday. I'm a day ahead.
Oh, okay. So that's not so bad.
It's midday on Monday at the moment, so.
That's not so bad then. All right. Well, but still, thanks for making this work, because usually, you know, we have to do it in the evenings on a weekend, so the fact that you're here on a midday, you know, if it wasn't for Kegs and you guys knowing each other, you know, I don't know. We've been trying to get you on for a while, though, because I've heard you're a riot, and most Australians are. They're just awesome.
Well, I hope I lived up to your expectations.
Oh, yeah, totally. I came earlier, just so you know. It was
Not once, not twice, but thrice.
yes, it was the koala bear effect, whatever that means. How about those three-toed sloths? Let's talk about those.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying. Like, everybody says, you know, the koala bears are the ones getting stoned or whatever. What about those sloths, though? I'm just saying.
Three-toed sloth's just a retarded koala bear, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah, and it's skinny. It's like a crackhead koala bear, without the energy.
There you go.
Yeah, it's...
So they're pepped up on ketamine.
Ketamine. That's a good way to put it. That's the best way to put it. It's like a French tourist. You guys don't like the French either, do you? Sorry, all French people.
We don't give a fuck about people, like where they're from and that. If you're a good person, you're a good person. You know, like,
see, that's why I need to move to Australia.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. Well, we're starting to be more politically correct, but
don't do that. It's a mistake.
Yeah, well, that's the whole woke generation these days, you know. So,
I do know, unfortunately.
But me, I'll call a cunt, and I call a person, you know, or whatever. You know, it's just what you see is what you get with me, and what I see from a person is what I judge them on, you know. So if someone's a good person to me, or it's a good bloke or whatever, it's like, yep, no worries, you're all right.
See, what's the chances we would have got to meet Junior without this fucking game? I'm just saying. I could sit here and spout off YouTube quotes.
That's one good thing about the game, yeah, it brings people together, you know, like fucking I've spoken to people from fucking Afghanistan, Pakistan, fucking Uzbekistan, fucking Croatia, fucking everywhere.
Even Ukraine.
Like,
yep.
I had a mate who's from Croatia, and he needed some help, so I Venmo'd him some fucking money to help him out, and fucking he's all good, you know, and I still talk to him to this day, and
that means a ton to me.
Sometimes. No, not really.
No, that means a ton to me. Just the fact that you would do that, you know.
It's a cultural difference because his English is very slow. So it's like you sit there and, but he's a good bloke and fucking help him out, and you know, like that's what I think. You know, if you're a good bloke, you're a good person. You know, like people help you out, and people talk to you, and you get to know people. And that's, you know, that's one good thing about the game is that it brings all different types of people together, and like you can pick and choose who you want to fucking talk to, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah.
It's one of those things like, you know, with my team. I fucking every one of them on there, past or present.
Well,
they're all
I'm
good people. And,
I'm sure my guys can tell, dude.
I video called with a lot of them. I fucking speak to them on a regular basis, you know. So.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. I'm sure my guys can tell. I've kind of been off I don't know, my normal pattern. And literally it's because of T-Mac and what he's going through with his family and, you know, his health issues. And,
Yeah.
I literally, you know, I've been having a ton of fun, you know, talking with you, but like at the same time, it kind of came up that, you know, if you're a good person, people will let you know. So, but beyond that, right? Kegs, you were going to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna, when he brought up the voice calls and all that shit, there's been more than one occasion back when I was flying steady with you boys. I'd be sitting on the Discord and we'd all be chit-chatting and flying and fucking around and having a good time. Next thing I know, everyone's like, fuck the flying, you know, we're drinking beer and shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck me, alright. I'll have a couple drinks with you boys and fuck off a little bit. Next thing I know, it's like 3 o'clock or 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning there, and I had to be to work at 5, and I'm usually up by 3:30, and I'm like, what? Well, fuck. So I guess I'm switching to coffee, boys.
So
that was a drink session we had with Oates, myself, and Prawn.
You got to call that hydration session, right?
I want to say Rhino was it on that too, and I think Ghost jumped on for a little while.
Yeah, those two boys are crazy too.
You called me up and woke me up, I think, or I just got off and you called me. Y'all called me. Y'all were drinking partying somewhere, and I'm sitting drinking coffee, and I ended up having to pour goddamn whiskey in my coffee just so I felt like I was drinking.
Well, that's because you go missing for a while. And go fucking go look for you,
Yeah, I did go missing for a minute.
Yeah, he was dead. But it's all good. He's alive again.
I know. Man, fucking Tom.
That was me, Odes, and Prawn used to go and fly together all the time and have a Discord chat going. We'd be sitting there yelling dumb shit at each other, and I'd be at work. Like, I'd be up in my office at work, you know, drinking coffee, and they're sitting there getting bombed, and we're just having a riot of a time. Next thing you know, we're flying T1s around against, like, DD and Ghost and shit, and we're just like,
yeah. And then all three of you attack one person, get them, and go, we just shut you down with the T1.
Actually, I was like, you boys just keep them busy. I'm going for Ghost. It didn't work out that well very often.
Well, you all
no.
Y'all reminded me I needed coffee.
Ghost and DD and Utter are a different breed. They're insane.
Speaking of Ghost, a different Ghost, White Ghost, right? You guys familiar with White Ghost?
White Ghost is from DPG.
Yeah, exactly. So, apparently, DPG has a new command structure that doesn't include White Ghost. Just figured I'd throw that out there. I found out tonight. So,
well, I can understand why. Cause White Ghost down there had hits on him out on English chat at one time.
Yeah. Apparently, he's upset a lot of people. Like, I kind of knew of him, but, you know, I've been retired for a while, so.
Nate was wanting him bad. Hey, guys.
Oh, ho, ho. That makes sense.
Snake Eye is him and I, we've flown together many a time. And he's a good bloke. He's a crazy motherfucker, but he's a good bloke.
Yeah, Florida.
But well, he said to me he's from Memphis, but yeah.
Oh, he might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's from
he's got
Memphis.
The accent for it, because I was speaking to him, I could hardly understand what he was fucking saying.
Which is great.
And that's difficult, because most of the time we understand everything you guys are saying, but this time it's just like, blah, 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 blah.
I love the fact that you called me you guys. I'm special. You're great, dude. Fucking Aussies, man. I need to come there, get some cornrows, and maybe, kill a...
Cornrows? What are you going to do with fucking cornrows?
I don't know, but I'll blow a didgeridoo, maybe a dude, and then I'll go home.
You don't know what the hell you're saying, do you?
I have no idea. All I know is I say yeah and budgie smuggler. See, all the Australians will laugh at this. All the Americans are like, "What the fuck is he saying?" That's fine, as long as the guest is comfortable.
So for those who not in the know, a budgie smuggler is a speedo. So. Or togs, or whatever you want to call.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They call it a budgie smuggler because your male parts look like a budgie trapped in a fucking.
But they don't even know what a budgie is. They don't even know what a budgie is.
A budgie is like a little bird.
It's like a small bird. It's like a pigeon, but smaller.
Smaller than a pigeon. It's more like a lorikeet. Or no. No, sparrows are too small.
Is that the missus back there?
Yeah, that's the missus. Yeah.
Can I talk to you? Can I talk to your missus? She piped up.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is a sparrow is too small for most people, but it would fit most Americans pretty well.
Yeah, so for America...
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. See, now he's full of shit. Now he's full of shit.
It looks like a squirrel.
But yeah.
We have a bunch of Aboriginals here too, Junior.
It's a little red squirrel, you know?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, one missus on, so there you go.
Yeah. I need to interrogate the missus. Hello, yeah. I'm from Kansas, so I'm gonna be terribly offensive. But my question is how big is his budgie? That's a top-notch Sheila right there. She knows.
Puts a smile on a doll. That's all I can say.
That's all. Hey, that's all I can hope for is a smile on anybody's face, especially the dogs and the lambs and the sheep. But I am from Kansas.
New Zealand.
This is one of the better ones that I think we've ever done. A whole bunch of nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. This is great.
Well, it's like you know how the Amish pass the time, right?
No.
They toss the sheep's feet in their boots so they can't run away, and you can take it from there.
We may not have Amish listening, but we may have Mennonites listening. So
they're on our side, though.
And for those who don't know the distinction, Mennonites are the ones that can drive trucks, shoot guns, and get away with killing your ass just because I'm a Mennonite. So there's that.
I'm basically a Mennonite.
I heard they do a good all you can eat in Pennsylvania. So
interesting.
Percussion's from Pennsylvania. Yeah. She's
I'm gonna have to interrogate her later.
Yeah, she's one of our.
What's it called? There's a nickname for him from Pennsylvania. Oh hell.
I don't know. Mennonite, Amish.
No, a Pennsylvania person, like a person from Pennsylvania. That's like
Dutch? Pennsylvania Dutch?
No, it's like a thing or these or.
I like calling someone from the UP a Youper.
Perks knows it. She knows it. She called herself out one time.
Yeah. Yep.
I just can't remember the name of it. But anyway,
neither can I.
And in Melbourne, do y'all have a problem with like the magpies or the raven?
Yeah, magpies.
Stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. So magpies. Yeah. During breeding season, they which is spring, which is currently what we're in now. We're in spring. They nest up in the local parks and stuff. So when you go past the park and that, they come and swoop you because they think you're trying to take their babies. So
no.
Yeah, I heard they're pretty aggressive too.
Yeah, they'll take skin and hair out of your head. I shave my head, so they can't take shit. So
well, hell, let me ask you this: Junior, would you consider maybe staying on the line? Do you have to go to bed? If you stay on the line,
mate. It's almost fucking lunchtime. I got a phone call at 2:30, but apart from that, I'm free. So.
Well, the reason I was thinking, Kempo and Ricky Bobby want to come on. They're ready to go. And I figure, yeah, why not throw a little chili powder in the dish here?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, you guys good with that? What do you boys think? My guys, Duke, Kegs?
I'm cool with it.
Might as well.
Yeah, flip the coin, but I don't really give a fuck.
Let's spice it up. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to hang up here. I'm going to hang up this one. Yours is going to be a standalone. So, with that being said, I'm cool. Wait, do it again.
I fucked it up, bud.
Yeah, I fucked it up. With that being said...
He's Big Dude Chicks.
He's cool.
And he's Kegs.
And we're the fuck out.